Welcome Net Bellers to another round of news for today. First thing I want to do is start off by apologizing for disappearing for a while. I was sick and dealing with school stuff. Lots of homework and projects. I am still a little sick, so I'm sorry for my voice sounding a little nasally or congested, whatnot. But hopefully we can get past this. And today is the day of good days. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is released, and we find out that Mega Man isn't actually dead with Capcom. Not quite anyways. And now we'll get started on some news today. But first, I'm going to start things off with Medabots Classics debut trailer, which was released today. I know not a lot of people know about Medabots. It was kind of a niche game, anime kind of thing. I thought it was pretty cool anime when it came out. I don't think I quite finished the anime. And there were some games, apparently Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. I only knew about the Game Boy Advance games. But Imagineer has released the first trailer for Medabots Classic, its upcoming 3DS collection, compiling the first 5 Medabots titles. Due out on December 21st in Japan in Kabuto and Kuwagata versions. The collection includes the respective versions of the following 5 games: Medabots, that came out in Game Boy Color 1997, Medabots 2, Medabots 3, Medabots 4, and Medabots 5 Susutake Mara no Tenkusei. Each title will offer new features as well, so it looks pretty cool. You can definitely tell these games are from the Game Boy and Game Boy Color era. I wish they would have did a re-release for the Game Boy Advance games, because I'm not sure if these ones actually came out to the US, the first 5 Medabots games on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. But that's neither here nor there. It's only coming out of Japan anyway, so you can import it if you want, if you have ways to importing games. It looks pretty cool. Not really my cup of tea. If it was the Game Boy Advance ones, yeah, I'd be all over it. But this is pretty cool as well. Shows that the Medabots aren't exactly dead yet. And if you don't really know anything about the Medabots, I'd highly suggest checking out the anime and if you can, get the GBA games for GBA. I think the Game Boy Advance SPs are going pretty cheap nowadays. And that's one of the all-time greatest systems, I think, that's ever come out. Alright, next item on the list. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet details Arphasis 4 functionalities, more weapons, skills, and gadgets. Bandai Namco has released new information and screenshots of Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, further detailing the Arphasis android unit that will accompany the protagonist, and introducing more weapons as well as some of the skills and gadgets players will have access to. Get the details below. So, the Arphasis, a humanoid android loaded onto the crashed SBC Flugel spaceship. Different from the SBC Glocken spaceship, the protagonist Arphasis is equipped with a particularly rare Type X artificial intelligence. It can think and take action on its own and provide a variety of support. Now these are some pretty cool screenshots that Gematsu has provided for us. The Arphasis will have 4 functions: money management system, AI settings, coordination, and emotion settings. You also get to see some weapons like submachine gun, optics, Gatling gun, whole bunch of other kind of screenshots. Looks like a grenade launcher. That's pretty cool. This game is looking to be pretty interesting. You can also, oh, look at that. There also seems to be a shield matrix. Supported weapons, all weapon types. You cannot move while using this, but you will not receive damage. The amount of time it lasts can be extended by long pressing the button, so that's pretty cool. A healing area bullet, supported weapons, all weapons except swords. Well, that sucks because I was planning on playing a sword character. Generates a recovery area at the site of impact, and allies who touch the area will recover HP. And then there's a gravity field generator bullet, supported weapons, Gatling gun, and launchers. Fires a special bullet that generates a gravity field that sucks in enemies at the impact site. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this. I'm not going to get into the full article. If you want to know more, I'll try to remember to link the article in the description down below. The Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet looks like it's going to be an awesome game. I just wish it was coming to the Switch, and I'm going to say that every time I talk about this game. Next item on the list, Fury coming to the Switch in early 2018. Now this is one of the coolest indie titles I think I've ever seen. That with the recently announced Wizard of Legend. That game looks friggin' sick. But Fury, at least that's what I think it's called. It could be Fury or something like that, but I'm gonna call it Fury. Fury is coming to the Switch in early 2018. Developer The Game Bakers announced. It will cost $20, which isn't bad. The Switch version of Fury will include all of the content that has been released across the other versions of Fury, as well as further optimization, bug fixes, and other tweaks that have been done over the last few months. Fury first launched on PlayStation 4 and PC in July 2016, followed by Xbox One that October. Now this is, like I said, a pretty cool looking game. I'm definitely going to try and check this one out along with Wizards of Legend. They both look like really awesome indie games. Now, next on the list, Persona 5 worldwide shipments top 2 million. Now keep in mind this is just shipments, this isn't sold, but nonetheless this is a pretty good accomplishment for them. Total shipments for Persona 5 have topped more than 2 million units worldwide, Atlus announced. Atlus notes that Persona 5 has earned critical acclaim since its initial launch, receiving recognition and awards from media outlets and fans. Most recently, Persona 5 has been nominated in 4 categories for the Game Awards 2017, which will be held on December 7th, including Game of the Year, Best Art Direction, Best Score, Music, and Best Role-Playing Game. Now, 2 million shipped is pretty good. Probably would have been 2 million sold if they released it on a Switch. I really hope they bring this to the Switch. I keep hearing back and forth things about Persona series being a Sony exclusive. Some people say it is, others say it isn't. If it isn't, I really think they need to bring this game to the Switch. This, along with P4G or Persona 4 Golden, they would get a lot of sales on a Switch, especially with the attach rate that's been going on with the Switch. So hopefully it's not exclusive and they'll bring this to the Switch. If not, maybe they'll bring Persona 6, maybe, unless they take another, what was it, like a 7-year hiatus or development or whatever they were doing over that course of 7 years to bring out Persona 5. Either way, this is good for Atlus. Congratulations to you guys and gals, if there are any gals on the team, and I wish the best for your future. Now, last but not least, Mega Man 30th Anniversary Livestream set for December 4th. It's good to see that Capcom has not forgotten Mega Man, but they also haven't been treating Mega Man the best in the last decade or so. They have released the collections, which is cool for the people that were into those Mega Mans. I personally wasn't. I didn't play those Mega Mans and Mega Man Legends and all those ones. My first Mega Man game I played was the Battle Network series, which was one of my all-time favorite series. Capcom will host the Mega Man 30th Anniversary live stream on December 4th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. UK, according to a card mailed out to the press. At Tokyo Game Show 2017 in September, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 producer Kazuhiro Tsuchiya teased something to come for the series in December. I want to say that Capcom has not forgotten about Mega Man, Tsuchiya said in September. This 30th anniversary logo here is being put to good use. Mega Man's 30th anniversary is coming in December. Please remember that date. So yeah, looks like they haven't completely forgot about Mega Man. I wonder what they're going to announce. Hopefully it's not like a board game or something stupid like that. I just wish they would give Mega Man justice and perhaps bring out the Battle Network series. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the Battle Network series. I call you my net battlers and all that jazz. I really want to see that collection being re-released either on the Vita or on the Switch, preferably on the Switch, because you know it actually has an HD screen unlike the Vita and has, you know, all the buttons and such, and probably would run better with all that horsepower. So please re-release that collection on the Switch. Capcom, if you're listening, I doubt you are, but I'll say it anyways. And if anything, make a Mega Man Battle Network 7, remaster them all, remake them all. That would be preferable to remake them all. Keep the battle system the way it is, maybe update the graphics, that would be awesome. Maybe we'll get Operation Shooting Star, that would be cool. Just, you know, give the Battle Network series some love. It came out on the Wii U. I almost bought the Wii U just so I can have the collection, but I didn't quite do it, especially with the shop shutting down now. I won't be able to get it. So please, bring it to the Switch. I'm sorry, I was going on and on about that. Tell me what you hope for from this live stream on December 4th. Do you want some more Legacy collections, Mega Man X collections, Star Force? Tell me what you want down below and what you think may or may not happen. It's okay to tell me that Battle Network is not going to get any love. I already know it at this point, but one can hope. Anyway, that's it for this episode of news. Thank you for coming back again. I'm sorry for being sick and busy with school, trying to get better at this. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff down below. And I'll get back to you guys in another episode. It's time to jack out.